Hello, Moira.
Hi, Heather. How's it
How are
going?
you?
I'm
I'm
doing good.
I'm good. I'm good. Absolutely tired, but good. I had a little nap, not as much of a nap that I have had in previous times. Where I've just slept through live streams and all night and woke up the next morning thinking, "What the hell just happened?"
We didn't have
Yes.
electricity for live streams last night.
Sorry.
We didn't have electricity for live streams last night.
No, we didn't, did we? I had electricity.
Oh, ours was out from like 9:30 in that night till 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, really? All
Yeah,
night?
yeah,
Wow. Oh, there's not much you can do when there's no electricity
no,
except cuddle, I guess. I don't know.
yeah.
Yes, or sleep. Do you remember? It sort of reminded me with most of the state that was out, it reminded me of that big blackout we had a
Yeah.
few years ago
I
when the
was
whole
just seeing the
state.
Facebook memories of it not long ago. Like the anniversary of it was only a couple of days ago.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Yeah,
hilarious. Yes, for those who don't know, most of my people are from the US, but South Australia a few years ago had a statewide blackout because we just didn't have enough electricity. Was it a hot day? I can't remember what happened. It wasn't a hot day, was it?
I it wasn't a cold day, I don't think. It was just the strength of the winds that brought
Yes,
down the tower.
that's right. It was a storm, wasn't it? Yes,
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that
And
was
that
incredible.
tower that brought in the energy generated interstate just shut off the whole state.
Yeah, we
So
just lost power from about 3 o'clock in the 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right through to the early hours of the morning the
mm,
next day. And I tell you what, town was bedlam. People's cars were stuck in car parks because there was no electricity to raise the boom gate. Buses, people everywhere. Um, it was madness, absolute madness. But never mind. Let us not digress too long because we um, have things to do. Hello, Tommy. Hello, Banshee. You're first up, Banshee, if you've got a question. Hello, Northside Hawk. And Kelly King 916. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Fluffy's here, but she's not having a reading. Did I say hello to Tommy? Probably. But as you can see, I've got subscriber mode only on because I just want to make sure that our long-term friends and subscribers get first in because we do tend to get randoms in. And in case we get busy, we're getting popular now, and we've got to stick to the 1.5 hours.
well, and they can just subscribe. So
Yes, but they have to be subscribed for an hour.
okay.
I set the limit for an hour, so there's any time left they can do it. Okay, so first up is Banshee. Did you have a question or a general reading, Banshee? Let us know in the comments. And then after that is Tommy. And then we've got Kelly King, Northside Hawk, Fairy Dragon. Okay, good question. I wish I could get my shit together.
Okay. So first up is the Queen of Pentacles. Um, if we were to strictly ask a yes or no question to the tarot, Pentacles would mean a no. However, considering it's a queen of like earthly things, I'm not so sure. Then we've got the Tower, which actually came up reversed. And so I'm not really sure just yet if that means everything falling apart or falling into place. Then we have the Knight of Swords. Intellect, wit, education. And again, for our third court card is the King of Pentacles. So we've already had the Queen and now the King. And I noticed with the King, he's sort of a little bit more overgrown. Like the Queen is like surrounded by this lush garden, whereas like the King looks like the gardeners haven't been in a while. And then we have the Devil. And the Devil is all about like our base desires, about all the, about lust, about luxury and delicious food and all of those fun human things we like to get tangled up in. I think this person has got a lot going for them. They may not always seem it, but they're actually quite ambitious, and they have big dreams. I feel like they're not going to be rushed in their timeline, that they sort of are quite happy to be doing all the things that they're enjoying doing right now. I think, they are sort of, perhaps a little hedonistic. But I think they're doing that quite in balance. They know what they're doing, and, they're like, I'm 19. What the hell? Like, I was just struck by the figures on the tower, which has come up reversed, and just these two figures there that almost look like they're dancing or something with their hands up in the upside down position. And the striations of the rock just made me think the tower was like falling or being stretched somehow. I don't know. It just made it look like it was more of a party, like it was the tower itself moving rather than the people. And that just makes me think of, this person's like, yeah, I'm just on this ride, I'm just enjoying things. And, it's not that they don't have a plan or they don't have ambition. They're just thoroughly enjoying where they're at, or trying to do their best to. Okay, the Five of Wands. And this is about group dynamics, really. It's about, friendship groups and colleagues, and all the various dynamics that can go into how we relate to other people. And that coming out as a clarifier card means that the people around them are really key. So whether they feel like they're fitting in or whether they feel like they're going against the flow is going to really affect how they feel about their life. And you're going to know them best, whether or not, you know, which one is going to sort of drive them. So, yeah, just saw that comment. Yeah, not great. I think they're sort of getting away with what they can get away with. But, you know, it's not without, you know, it's not, you know, completely unthinking or, you know, they're just trying to do the best to enjoy where they're at in life. So all the best for that, Banshee.
Awesome, thank you. The card that I have, oh, we're very up close and personal, aren't we? The card I've got for you is Eternal Youth and Beginnings. Now, is that moss-like and all the ferny type stuff there? I have a feeling, my intuition is telling me that yes, your daughter might get her shit together, but it's going to take a while.
Yeah, her own time, her own sweet time.
Eternal youth beginnings is going to happen. Oh, he's going to be young for a while and be irresponsible for a while, like most of us. I hope that helps. Tommy is after a general reading, and after Tommy, we have Kelly King. If you have a specific question or if you wanted a general reading, please let us know in the comments. Okay. And that's going to go to me, isn't it? We don't want me.
Okay, Tommy. Okay, so first up is strength. Inner strength, our own empowerment, acknowledging our connection to things, our connection to our own animal selves as well. Three of Pentacles come up reverse, and this is usually a card of collaboration, networking, teamwork. And then we've got the Two of Cups come up reverse, partnerships. Maybe romantic, maybe not. And so straight away, I'm getting the inner strength card, followed by collaboration and partnerships on either side, but they're reversed. And so straight away that's telling me that the cards are asking you to look within yourself and to look within yourself first before you seek outside validation or input. So this is very much this is a time to do those things for yourself, to look within yourself and to find what's true for you. The Nine of Swords. And this one is very much a card of anxiety and insomnia, perhaps nightmares. And the Knight of Pentacles. And this knight, as you can see, his horse isn't moving at all. and he seems to be traveling on farmland or sort of tilled fields rather than sort of wild landscape. And this often suggests being stuck in patterns or being somehow not being like most effective in what you're doing. So those two cards sort of suggest that there's something troubling going on. Perhaps, suggesting that, you could be taking better care of yourself. I see your comment that you're up at 4 a.m. That's definitely in line. Okay, the 8 of Wands. This card is often swift communication. And I'm actually thinking now about those two reverse cards. Is there people around you trying to give you advice that perhaps you aren't ready to hear, or you've sort of, to sort of put yourself first, and rather, instead of wanting to take on that advice, or perhaps, there's been a lot of unhelpful advice, because I'm seeing this sort of those unsettling cards, but we're sort of, the very center is still that strength card. And, that really puts you in charge. That really represents yourself and the center of the reading. But that 8 of Wands really shows that there's going to be something that's sort of going to cut through. That's going to instigate some sort of change. And, whether that is, however that works for you, it is going, that strength card really shows that it's more going to come from within, whether or not it's from something you've been told or something that you're learning for yourself. There's going to be something that's cut through the noise. One more, the Page of Cups. And this is about emotional growth and learning, self-examination, really. So it puts you in this position of learning and growing. Yeah, I see that comment. But you're going to be able to show that, you're quite capable of finding your own way, and, you're going to be able to silence those voices. And, when that advice isn't really coming from a great place, you'll be able to find a way that shows your own inner strength and direction, and how much that you learn and take on for yourself. But yeah, that's the 8 of Wands is showing that sort of, the wands of, that very fiery energy. So it's showing something swift and direct that's going to cut through and help you find a way. So all the best, Tommy.
So thanks, Moira. It's interesting because the card that I've got for you is the waning gibbous moon, ground heel, and it's a time for it. It's with this card is telling you to reevaluate and look within yourself. Gratitude. Yes, reevaluate your goals, your beliefs, your ideas, and grounding. So appropriate card. And thankfulness, is it thankfulness, gratitude. Yes, that's the word. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, next I haven't seen Kelly King talk in the chat. So I think maybe they're one of those people that came and said hello and goodbye again. Just want to say hello to Diabolical Debbie. Just came in. Evie came in. And I'm sorry if I missed anyone in the chat. I don't think I have, but in case I have, Penelope's here. And Hearts Unite. Welcome in. I've got you all down on the list, and we'll get to you one by one. So I'm just going to take Tommy off the list and Kelly King. We've got Northside Hawk, and I think Northside Hawk wants a general reading. Just a reminder that it's not necessary, but there is a link to Moira's PayPal account if you'd like to buy Moira a coffee or donate to Moira for her time in any way, shape, or form. That would be appreciated, but not necessary, not essential. Okay, so who did I say was next? Did I say anyone was next? Oh, Northside Hawk wants a general reading. Okay, I'm with you.
Okay. All right, Knight of Wands is your first card. And then this shows a fiery energy that's, moving forward with the strength of will. Then we've got the Five of Pentacles come up reversed. And this is a card of a sense of isolation, abandonment, being out in the cold. Sort of got these two figures on the outside in the snow. And then we have the Three of Cups, friendships and celebration. So this first up says to me that you're choosing to celebrate and to meet with people and invite others out and have a good time, sort of moving away from that, isolated and alone to that bright and happy celebration. And that's happening through that Knight of Wands, that force of will. So then the Seven of Pentacles. And this is reflecting on what you have created. This is saying, like, this is the hard work I put in, and look at what's grown from it. The Wheel of Fortune. This card is about magic and fate and mysteries. And that straight away says that, that what you are doing, bringing people in and choosing to sort of bring people together is more than just, being the life of the party. That this work goes a lot deeper than that. That this perhaps speaks to something that you feel called to do. That this is something that feels quite magical, but also is really about connecting with your true self and connecting people with their true self and doing something that feels deeply meaningful. That's an interesting one. Three of Swords. This card, as it looks like, is often about heartbreak. But the phrase that I've got in my head is from a work that some people that I know did, and it says that our hearts were made to be broken. And it's talking about doing that work of connection, doing that work of community and spirit, and how, it sort of breaks us open in that sort of wonderful, earth-shattering, happy tears sort of way. So whatever it is, that work that you're doing, you seem to be a driving force in it. And, it really is working some serious magic through multiple levels. And, anytime you do, that sort of work, it's, it does, it does sort of, right through the heart, and you're the one doing this work. I'm sure you sort of, what that feels like. And while this might not be, this is sort of one of those readings when the cards are like, rather than advice, the cards are like, you're doing the work, keep doing the work. And sort of almost like the cards are just sort of cheering that on rather than offering you a direction. So yeah, all the best for that.
Oh, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I've got two cards for you. Community, comfort, and love. And in general terms, I think Pink Flowers, from memory, is about loyalty and commitment. Do you have a really good network of friends and family that support you and you support them? Because I have a feeling that because I've got here as well. Hang on, what does that say? I haven't got my glasses on.
Attunement, longevity, and health.
Longevity and health. And I have a feeling these two cards fit together, that your networks and your friends and your family are helping you with your own well-being, your general well-being, your mental well-being, everything around you. So I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Oh, I wasn't going to do the oracle readings because I did have a nap and I was a bit misty in the head. I still am a bit, but I don't think I sleep too badly. You know what it's like to wake up. It was only a half-hour nap. Okay, next, what's the time? It's 8:05. Well, that time's gone quickly. Let's kill, well, not kill, but remove Northside Hawk from the list. And I think there's a few other people who need to be placed on the list. We've got Fairy Dragon next. And I don't know, did Fairy Dragon have a question? Or I know a few people have already put down they want a general reading. I'm not too sure if Fairy Dragon, if you had a question or you wanted a general reading, let us know in the chat. And somebody recently came in that I think I needed to say hello. Or has Fairy already said something?
Yep,
No?
general.
Oh, general. Yep, not a problem. Okay. And this.
All right. Okay. All right. A bit of a shuffle. Okay, so first up is the Nine of Wands. And this is about hard work, but also like maybe a bit more than that, maybe a bit of a struggle. This figure's looking slightly beat up at the moment. And then we have the Seven of Wands, so Wands again. And this is, rising above struggle, maybe picking our battles a bit. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. And this one, we often say it's about charity or knowing our worth. It often changes when, I think, which character in this card are we identifying with? Ten of Swords. So we've definitely got that overkill, feeling really down and out, really quite depressed. But also, we've reached number 10 and dawn seems to be on the horizon. So maybe not as bleak as it looks. And then the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is moving forward at a more gingerly pace. Perhaps he shouldn't be drinking and riding, so there might be a bit of that going on. The Knights represent element of water and our emotions. So we've got all of the suits in this one. So let's see. Got that one and that one. So, I mean, it does look like you're having a pretty rough time of it, feeling a bit definitely overworked, maybe a bit run down, and trying to keep your head above maybe trying to, maybe choose your priorities so you're not feeling so runabout. But it does very much seem to be sort of more busy than you know what to do with. All right, that one's a change of pace. The Six of Swords. This one's often about dreams or acknowledging our inner child, doing some sort of meditation or trance work. I feel like that's like we've gone from the tarot going, oh, you're really going through it, to like the tarot going, how about this? Try doing, like whether that's like recording your dreams, doing some dream analysis, doing some like guided meditation. The tarot saying, like, this is a very sort of watery card, but we still got the swords, which is all about the mind. So we're connecting the mind with the emotions. And we're sort of moving from the sort of more choppy water in the corner to this very smooth, calm water. Okay. And then the Four of Cups. And, talking about meditation, sort of this figure sitting cross-legged at the base of the tree sounds very Buddha in my mind. And so this figure who's meditating at the base of this tree may or may not have any sort of Buddhist connections. But then we've got this mysterious hand from the cloud offering something new. And I think that's the key, that, we can think we're just sort of meditating, but, we don't really know how that's going to connect for us, or what we might find in those quiet places. Another of my teachers used to say, meditate for 10 minutes every day. And if you don't have time, meditate for 20. And, I think, that's that really hard thing that, when you're feeling really pressed and things are really busy, and, you're trying to prioritize what you absolutely need to get done, meditating probably isn't going to be terribly high on the list. But these cards are saying that that's exactly what you need, not only for your well-being, but also to finding a way through. So all the best for that.
Thanks, Moira. And the card that I've got for you is Sees a Day Changes Imminent, which is rather appropriate. Things are happening, obviously. And just be true to yourself, I think. Mm-hmm. Okay, next up we have...
Sorry, I was just going to say to Banshee, like, I can't meditate. Like, I'm terrible at meditating too, and I don't do it often enough. But, like, there's, like, certainly, like, multiple ways to meditate. Like, it's not always, like, sitting quietly. Like, like a good drum meditation I find fantastic, like, or like moving and meditating, like, like do a little, close your eyes and dance to whatever, like there's no, but seriously, like, there's multiple ways to like find that still place. than just like sitting still and being quiet. Like, you know, just like, I don't know, whatever it is, walking, dancing, drumming, drawing, whatever it is, like that you just, you know, find your way.
You know what meditation means for me? When after my house is clean and all spotless, I just sit in it and enjoy 10 minutes of an absolute spotless house. That is my meditation.
I have never known that in my life.
And I don't do my housework anymore. My mother does my housework and she does it much better than I do. So, yay. Yay for mum. As Dad said, we're the old ones out first. Oh, it's terrible, but never mind, never mind. Thank you for that, Moira. That's actually quite interesting, because you sort of think of meditation as sitting in a pyramid going om for 10 minutes and closing your eyes with your hands out like that, you know.
Mhm.
But it's not. It can be anything you need it to be, really, can't it?
Yeah.
Or am I just full of shit? I could be full of shit. Okay.
I mean, I personally think it could be just about anything, but like, you know.
Yes, okay, we've got Penelope McWishy-Washy is up next, and I just love that name. That's just fabulous. And they would love a general reading. Do I have Evie on the list? I've got Evie I've done Tommy, haven't I? We've done Tommy.
Mhm.
After Penelope, I've done Hearts Unite. We've got Jackie. Hang on, I've just deleted Penelope's comment. Oops.
Mm.
Penelope wanted a
Yep, general
reading. So I've got Evie, Debbie, and Dee. If I've missed anyone out, just type something in the chat.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. First up is the Six of Wands. And this card is showing like a victory parade. This is somebody returning home successful, and they've got the laurel wreath around their head and the laurel wreath on their staff. And, you know, the horse is draped and people come out to see them. This is victory and recognition and celebration. Then we have the Knight of Wands. Wheel, fiery energy, forward momentum. Still Wands, the Ten of Wands. And this is about the result of our hard work, bringing home the fruits of our labor, and being able to share that work with others. So all wands, all that strong, fiery force of will, energy that is showing a lot of success. It's your drive and your hard work that is going to be bringing you recognition, and a lot of celebration and gratitude. Then we have the Two of Cups. So partnerships. I feel like we're being like, we've got that red lion angel I'm not really sure what that is. But it is bringing together for me the bread from the wands. So it sort of seems to be connecting those energies for me a bit. And the Four of Pentacles. This is about strength, knowing our worth, and protecting what we love. So those cards also bring into me that, yes, that Knight of Wands really puts the emphasis on your drive, on your force of will, that's sort of pushing this forward. But also those sort of show, this sense of like immediate family and those closest to you that are really behind uh, what what your effort is for, what really lights your fire. I always have to go one more, don't I? The Ten of Swords. And honestly, I don't know how this fits, because like we've just had like all the, like I don't know, like we've sort of had, all this great drive and, all the hard work and the recognition from it. And now we've come to this sort of sense of loss and depression and sadness. We need to go one more for that one. The Chariot. Well, the Chariot also sort of makes sense because we've got that, the Chariot, this vehicle that is being driven through force of will. The Chariot is being led by the two Sphinxes, but there's no sort of reins or anything being connected to the Sphinxes. So again, that sort of that that it's being sort of almost driven by the mind, by being of one mind with the Sphinxes. I think what I'm getting from that is that there's like that you've put like this huge effort into some specific project, which has been a great project, but I think it's going to leave you quite drained. That perhaps there's going to be a time after that where you're going to have to take a lot of time to replenish your energy. Because even though, you're going to achieve what you set out to achieve, and all of that's going to be wonderful, following that, it's going to be quite difficult to rest and replenish. So be really mindful of that, and connecting with those people closest to you, and allow that support to happen in that time. But for all of that, for the warnings of your energy, just return to that center card, that wonderful sense of acknowledgement that comes from your accomplishments, that sense of being congratulated. So all the best for that.
Thank you, Moira. Sorry, I've got a bit
No, that's okay.
carried away thinking that you've finished. So the card that I have for you is this one. I'm not too sure what sort of bird that is. It's got insight.
Can't call all of them hawks.
All of them hawks. Yeah, I could. You could almost insight and truth. And I'm just having a mental blank on this one, but I'm just wondering if this isn't like, your qualities or qualities you're looking for in other people, maybe qualities that you have. I'm not sure. I don't know if this resonates for you, but if it does, I'm glad. If not, I'm sorry. But that's the card that came out for me. But I was finding it really, really difficult to figure out what that one was all about. But I just have a feeling it's about qualities in yourself and or other people. Oh, there you go. Okay, yes, sorry, Northside Hawk. I did have you down, but I accidentally deleted you. Not Northside Hawk, Hearts Unite. And I think you were sort of like next to fairly up on the list that I've got now. So I'll do you next, Hearts Unite. If you have then it's Evie, then it's Debbie. And well, Dee's gone back to work. So Hearts Unite, if you had a question or if you wanted a general reading, please let us know in the chat. Yes, you can have a general reading, Druzy. You can go read a book. Oh, I'm a bit trans, aren't I? Oh, I've got my mojo back. I've got my bitch on.
Oh, okay. First up, Hearts, we have the Ace of Wands. Aces are always beginnings or opportunities. And this one is something in the realm of something fiery, something driven by will, as I've been talking about. Then we have the Emperor. The Emperor represents so like structure, institution, formal hierarchies, that sort of thing. Then we have another ace. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And so this, the pentacles represent the element of earth, and so we're about things like money or possessions, work, that sort of thing. So straight away, we've got some new big beginning. And we just know so far that it's something that's coming in from something rather traditional, something quite structured. Knight of Cups. So we've got that driving force, but also something that's a driving force that's connected to emotion somehow. Oh, another knight. Knight of Swords. So driven by the mind, the intellect. So we've ticked off all the suits and a major. So what is this opportunity? So being the Ace of Wands being the central card, that being about will, and then having the 2 Knights. So this is something that I feel is being driven entirely by you. This is an opportunity that you see and you literally grab it and run with it. Okay, the 6 of Pentacles. And as I was saying before, that this card sort of changes for me when we think about which figure in this we're sort of identifying with. And I think given the Aces and the Emperor, I think we have to identify with that central figure. He's got the scales and he's handing out coins, and he's dressed richly. So what do we think of the scales and the coins? This could be, I can see something about like activism, direct action, perhaps, like with the Emperor, having that more formal structure, maybe more like charity or justice, rather than something like direct action, which is like less structure. There's something so that sort of speaks to me more of like something that you saw that you knew you could make right somehow. Sort of, balancing those scales that he holds. So perhaps there's some opportunity that you see, and with these aces, it's not necessarily something that's going to be like, oh, here's this thing, if you want to do it. It's like you see an opportunity and jump on it. We've got those 2 aces and the 2 knights, so this is very much like a baton race. You see that and you run with it. But something to do, there's some sort of situation of fairness that you're going to be able to see and find a way to act on it. Let's go one more. The World. So we've got mysteries and fate and all sorts of spiritual wisdom that's sort of coming together in this one form, in a way. Like we've got all these symbols around, but we're sort of embodying all of that wisdom and all those polarities into one. So we're sort of bringing together all of that knowledge and wisdom and bringing it together. So what do we think? Feels like a little bit like being somebody's angel, maybe, or like finding your calling, or maybe even like seeing through bullshit. Like there could be so many layers to this card. That there's like, this card has that sense of like, being able to peek behind the curtain and see some great truth. And there's this sense that, you're going to be able to see something that others have been blind to. And and really create some real change. So yeah, looking forward to hearing about it.
Okay, thank you, Moira. The card that I have for you is, now I'm going to say that's a pink rose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's all about, we've got here passion, love, and friendship. That's all about beauty and being just happy being yourself, inner beauty rather than outward beauty, that you are perfect the way you are, and it's time now maybe to shed all those negative thoughts that you may have about yourself, and just remember you're perfect as you are. Okay, next we have, I hope that resonates for you, and next we have we've done hearts, next we have Jackie, Evie. I think Evie probably likes a general reading. Then we have Debbie, Drew, and then we'll leave it at Adventures with Beth has come on. I think we'll leave it at that because it's 8:36. We'll see what sort of time we've got. So Evie says she'll be right back. So what we might do is we'll jump straight to Debbie. Debbie, if you're there, let us know what sort of reading you'd like if you had a... Debbie's gone too. Hello. Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo. Okay, well, we'll go straight to... Then we'll go straight to Drew. Drew, just let us know that you're here. That you're listening. He's eating. I know he's having to eat. He's eating. Probably got a mouthful of food and fingers full of gloop. Beth has haunted knickers. Okay, so he's here. And I think I've got haunted knickers too. Okay, we'll do Drew now. And Drew wants a general reading, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he said he wants a general reading. Right. And I'd love to see a pair of haunted knickers. I'll buy them off you. I'll investigate your knickers paranormally.
Oh my God, you're terrible. Terrible. Okay, Drew. First up is the Seven of Pentacles. Seeing how your hard work is paying off, and what you and how how your efforts are coming together. And the Four of Cups, new opportunities, sort of being aware and being open to the unexpected. And Ace of Wands, an opportunity or a beginning, something that is connected with the fiery element, and very much something that you have to take hold of and make happen, rather than something that lands in your lap. So already we've got, putting in the hard work and seeing that grow. But then we sort of have something a little bit unexpected that sort of comes from that. Wasn't necessarily something that you were directly working towards, but sort of a pleasant surprise, a little bit, and it's sort of something a little bit out of left field. It's but also, something quite welcome, and something that can create new opportunities or new directions. Okay, and that puts a spin on things. 5 of Swords. This card is often about some sort of sabotage going on, somebody with nasty intentions. And the 8 of Wands. Some sudden communication, something that seems to arrive quite swiftly. Okay. So now I'm rethinking if that sort of unexpected left field thing, now it sort of is starting to look slightly questionable. It does seem quite sudden, and we've sort of got that, what are the motives around it sort of question come up. The Page of Cups. It doesn't necessarily answer my question, but it's more about introspection, being in touch with your emotions, keeping a curious mind. The Magician. The Magician is one who is able to manifest. He has all the tools available to him, and he has one arm raised and one arm lowered, as above, so below. So he is able to manifest and create what he wants. That starts to make things a bit clearer. So we've got the things that you are working towards, and then we've got this left field offer that maybe doesn't have super great intentions, and that ace. But then we've got the Magician. So what this is saying to me is we've got this story of there's this something or other that comes up, and it's maybe sort of comes from a bit of a dodgy place. However, you were able to see an opportunity in that, regardless of the intentions that were initially attached to it, and to be able to make it work for you in a way that is true to who you are. So, this doesn't feel like, you're getting involved in something dodgy. This feels like you see an opportunity, but you are able to make it work regardless. You're like, yeah, I know you were trying to be, trying to make me step in something stinky. However, I'm going to just put it on my garden and it's going to be fantastic for the roses. Do you understand what I'm saying? That seems to be where I think we're going. It was a bit of a twisted tale to get there. However, keep an eye out for that opportunity and make it work for you.
Oh, that was wonderful, Moira. Thank you. And the card that I have for you, and this makes a lot more sense now, is nurturing happiness and good luck. I think in this instance, the nurturing isn't like a maternal nurturing, but it's a nurturing of an idea, a nurturing of a concept, a nurturing of your skills. And with a little bit of luck, and coupled with what Moira said, then you'll be laughing all the way to the proverbial bank. Maybe with a pair of Beth's knickers. Inky. Okay, sorry about that. Oh dear, I had to say it. Okay, Evie is next. And then Adventures with Beth. I think Debbie's gone. So I'm going to cross her off the list. And Karen's just turned up, and we might have enough time for you, Karen. But I do have your private reading for you ready to put up on, what do you call it? Patreon. I don't even know if I've still got any Patreons left. I haven't even checked my Patreon account for yonks. I'll take Debbie off. And Jackie, just to work your magic, Moira.
Okay.
Jocelyn, if we have time, we are running out of time. We've only got about 10 minutes left. So we'll see how we go.
All right. So first up is the Ace of Cups, a beginning or opportunity connected to that element of water and the emotions. And then this is a bit interesting, the Seven of Swords. And here again, we've sort of got this person who seems to be sneaking around, maybe taken off with the swords that they weren't supposed to take off with. But yeah, this person's perhaps doing what they're not supposed to do, sneaking around, not sure. And then we have the Four of Wands. And this is a celebration, family, even weddings, very much about happy home. And even though they're so very different, like both these cards have that dominant yellow in them, which suggests to me that they mirror each other in some way. No one's eloping, are they? Because we've sort of got that sneaking off and potentially marriage. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. So putting in hard work, and also being quite proud of your work as well. And the Two of Wands. And this is acknowledging what you've learned and what you've put in, and also making plans for what to do next. It's sort of about, acknowledging and taking stock and then planning, looking out over the waters. Mm. So those cards sort of suggest that, there's something that somebody has put a lot of, there's sort of a sense of pride to both cards. There's sort of, in that Wands card, we've got this person who's quite richly dressed and, seems to be quite proud of, of themselves and what they have accomplished. And the other, we see this person at work, who is just, displaying their work. So there's both that sense, of acknowledging what they have put in. The Page of Swords. This one, the page is often like, sort of a student, and any, that could represent any age. But it's sort of that sense of approaching something with curiosity, of learning. This person, with the swords representing the element of air, we can see that this person's head is among the clouds. Their hair is blowing in the wind. Perhaps, they don't necessarily have it super clear and super together yet, but they're approaching with an openness to learning and understanding. I'm glad it's making sense to you, Evie, because there's a lot of threads here that I'm trying to bring together. So that's fantastic. So yeah, I don't know about those yellow cards, about the sneaky but somehow happy home something or other. Like, it doesn't feel like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like betrayal sneaky. It feels like it feels more like let's just do our own thing and we don't have to involve everyone else. But there's that a lot of love and pride, but also that growing and learning. Yeah, but underneath it all is that ace, is the center of the card. That's something that feels, whether it's, actually something new, but it feels like maybe just renewed. Like, it could be new, but it could be like something that's being renewed, and so feeling very fresh and given new life and direction. So yeah, hope that helps.
Come on, you silly thing. Sorry, my mouse.
Talk to me like that.
My apologies. I thought I was still muted. Okay. See, that's what I get for being a smart ass. Okay, I've got 2 cards for you. Hard work, dedication, and resilience. It's just so fits what Moira was reading. And honesty, trust, and curiosity. And I think these I think these are pertaining to your own personal qualities and traits and the person you are. And the other thing too is the pink is coming out to me. Now, I don't know what pink means in Tarot Oracle or the spiritual realm, but I might Google search that or have a look it up and see what pink means. Maybe do that
Well,
too.
I was told that pink represents true love. Like red is more about like passion, whereas like love is sort of that. Pink is more of like lovey, sort of tenderness.
Ooh. I'm wearing pink today. Okay. Oh, Jennifer Bean, no ring. Just thank you very much, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Then we've got Beth. We've got Beth. It's 8:55, and I think Beth is going to have to be the last one today. Now, just a quick reminder, if you appreciate Moira being here for the hour, donating her time, feel free. There is a message pinned to the top of the chat, which is a direct link to Moira's PayPal. If you'd like to buy Moira a coffee as a thank you, you're more than welcome. It's not necessary. You don't have to.
People get a reading regardless. It's just a way that people can show some thanks if they're able to, but there's no expectation.
Absolutely. What Moira said. It's getting to that time of night. I'm making a cup of coffee. I don't know if that's such a good idea.
I'm going to have an early night after last night's storms.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Beth, last one. Let us know if you want a general reading, or Beth might be gone. Is Beth gone?
No, because I was kind of thinking, like, I know there's like a market for haunted things, and there's generally been a market for knickers.
Yes.
I was just wondering, like, does that like double the price? Of like,
yeah, I was going to say you could possibly double the price.
I don't know.
Okay, did you have a specific question, Beth, or did you just want a general reading? Beth is never gone. But what about her knickers? Knickers making some blush. Knickers making some. I think I am a bit flushed, you know.
Yeah. Okay, Beth, what's your question?
Oh, geez. What happens when the cards just fall out of your hand? Are they trying to tell you something, or are they just sick of me? Knickers.
The knickers are gone.
Knickers to you. Oh, knickers.
I love the word knickers.
Hey, hello.
I don't like when people say panties.
Tell us your question, panties. Oh. Haunted panties. Okay. What about how will my current venture go? Okay. What, your knicker venture? Knickers away. Far out. Come on.
Okay, we're going to be professional in 5, 4, 3. Okay, we got some interesting cards. First up, everyone's favorite, death. And we all know death is really all about transformation. One of the interesting things about this card in the details is we've got like the bishop who's praying and the woman who looks away. And the child is the only one who actually looks death in the face. Something about innocence and, not fearing, perhaps. I'm not sure. Then we have the King of Pentacles. And Pentacles are, about the element of earth and about, money, work, possessions, all of those things. So if we're looking at ventures and we've got the King of Pentacles right here, that's fantastic. Then we have more Pentacles. We've got the Five of Pentacles come up reversed. Now, right way up, the Five of Pentacles is about isolation, feeling abandoned, feeling hurt, out in the cold, those sort of things. It's come up reversed in this one, so I'm going to flip that and think that it's referring to like the opposite of all of that, like coming in from the cold and making connections. Okay, connecting all of those is the High Priestess. High Priestess is the guardian of wisdom. She represents our intuition, our inner knowledge, wisdom, and the way that we connect with spirit. And that's where I got stuck, because like we've got death and the High Priestess, so we've got, all of those big mysteries of transformation and intuition. And then we've got the Pentacles, which are like so earthly that I was like, okay, just got a bit stumped. But then with those cards, I've got to think that transformation and intuition into inner wisdom, it's what's driving the growth of the Pentacles. To go one more, let's see. Knight of Cups. One more. I do say that a bit. Two of Swords. So both of these cards, both of them are sort of connecting with water, but in different ways. We've got the Cup and the Knight crossing a stream, and the Swords in front of the ocean. In both of these, like, the Knight isn't really looking where his horse is going. He seems to be looking more at the Cup. And the figure with the Swords appears to be blindfolded. So that seems to suggest to me that there's going to be a period of time where you're going to be working towards this venture, and there's going to be a period of time where it's almost like you're going to be going in blind. It's not that you won't be seeing results, but there's going to be something of trusting a process. However, that High Priestess is really saying, trust your intuition, trust your inner knowledge. And that's really tapping into that death transformation, that big change, because there's real prosperity in those pentacles. But it's something that the cards are asking you to really dig deep for. It's saying, you've got to go deep and trust what you know, what you feel, in order to open up that change. So it is there. The cards are saying that it's there. However, getting there is going to be a little strange, and it's, it is going to be like, what you know what you feel, and you're going to put some trust in that to get there. So all the best for that.
Thank you, Moira. And the card that I have for you, it's the second time we've had this card tonight. Actually, I think we had that last person.
Yeah.
Hard work, dedication, and resilience. And believe me, it is a pure coincidence. Hard work, dedication, resilience. And I think that speaks for itself, just complements what Moira was saying absolutely beautifully. I hope that all resonates with you. Wow, it's been a long time between readings.
It has, hasn't it?
Yeah. Oh wow. I'm back into the swing of things. I wasn't going to do the oracle cards because I was a bit heavy, but I'm glad I did. I'm getting my mojo back.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, Moira. It's been a pleasure.
Heather. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, chat. It was lovely to have you in. I really appreciate your support. Hopefully, I'll have a video for you out on Friday, even if it's short. I don't care. And I'll see you very soon. Remember, keep smiling. Make the world wonder what you've been up to.
And happy spooky season, everyone.
Oh, yes. Happy Halloween. We'll have to do something special for Halloween. I don't know what yet, but something.